Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to another Q&A video. I did one of these a few weeks, answering questions from Twitter. I'm now doing one answering questions from YouTube. So I kind of didn't give any guidelines for what kind of questions for people to ask. So we have quite a wide selection of them. I've got quite a few of them, so I'm just going to see how many I will get through. So let's get into it. The first one is from Mali Gamer. And it says, can you do a room or apartment tour, please? And I chose this question for the first one, because this is probably one of the most asked things after the last Q&A. I get asked this all the time to do like a setup video or a house tour. I decided to not show my house when I moved in, kind of where I record or kind of really anything of the house. I mean, there's a few pictures out there where, you know, it'll be a picture of one of the pets or something, and, you know, it's kind of in the house. But I've decided just to, I don't know, I just don't like the idea of everyone knowing what my house looks like. So this is pretty much the most anyone sees. This is just in my office with the whiteboard. So I kind of just decided not to do a setup tour. So sorry, I won't be probably ever doing one again, I'm afraid. So this next one is from Vicky, and she says, how do you feel about rumors and how do you deal with them? So I'm not sure if she means just me hearing about rumors of other people, or if it's, you know, rumors about me. If it's like I hear a rumor about someone else, like the standard thing for rumors is don't believe them at first. You know, if you hear a rumor and it hasn't come from the person, default don't believe it until you kind of get proof, or, you know, you hear enough evidence that you can start believe it. Like, you can always have them in the back of your mind, but, you know, you shouldn't really affect any decisions you make. In terms of rumors about me, it's kind of tricky because I am quite private for a YouTuber. It's hard for me to comment about things. So if I see, you know, someone tweeting saying, "Oh, I heard that Stampy threw pizza at a pig," you know, like, I might not be able to immediately reply saying, "Hey, I didn't throw a pizza at a pig. Like, I didn't do that." You know, obviously I'm not talking about throwing a pizza at a pig. Whatever they say that I've done, there's some topics which I just wouldn't talk about, you know, in any way. So I kind of just stay quiet throughout all rumors, and generally that kind of works because it makes it so rumors don't spread. If you just ignore them, they generally go away. But if you hear a rumor about you and you're like, "Hey, I didn't do that," like, a lot of those people wouldn't have even heard the rumor in the first place unless you reacted to it. So that's my thought on rumors. Which came first, the chicken or the egg? The egg is the answer to that question. This one's from Jacob D, and he says, if Animal Crossing came out on the Switch, would you make a series on it? And yes, 100%. So unless Animal Crossing comes out on the Switch and it's rubbish, then obviously I won't. But New Leaf is one of my favorite games on the 3DS. I have played that game for, I don't know, over 200 hours probably. That used to be, so when I was editing, I used to be playing that at the same time. That was my editing game, because a lot of the editing I'm doing is really just kind of checking the audio and making slight adjustments. So I'd be kind of half editing and half playing Animal Crossing. Probably not the most productive way to work, but I love that game. I wish I did a series on it when it came out. I have done one video on it, just kind of showing what my world is, but I feel like I didn't want to start a series on a game which I've already played so much, because a lot of the excitement would be gone. If Nintendo release a proper big full new Animal Crossing, I will definitely be playing it. This one is from Riley, and they ask, hey Stampy, what do you like better, PlayStation or Xbox? So I like them pretty equally. So the way it kind of works is most games that require kind of like moving and aiming, like first-person games or like shooter games like Plants vs. Zombies, I normally play them on Xbox just because I prefer the Xbox controller for that. But then pretty much everything else I play on PlayStation. You'll notice that most series I do that aren't Minecraft are on PlayStation. I also have Minecraft series on PlayStation, and then like that's the console we have hooked up to our TV in the living room. Like, that's kind of the console that we mainly use. Back in the 360 PS3 days, I was kind of all 360 and only occasionally PS3. But this generation, I'm pretty mixed between the two. Probably PlayStation slightly more. So yeah, that's kind of how I am with that. But probably my two most played consoles at the moment are Xbox 360, just because most of my Minecraft series are still on the 360, and the PlayStation Vita, because I'm traveling a lot, and whenever I'm traveling, I'm always playing the Vita, whether I'm just playing for fun, or, you know, using it to kind of plan videos in Minecraft. The Switch might kind of end up replacing the Vita, but at the moment, it's still the Vita that I play a lot. This question is from Tara the Teddy Bear. I like your username, Tara. And she asks, Stampy, I have a question. I want to become an author when I grow up. I love writing books and stories. I can make anything happen in my stories, but the problem is I don't know how to publish a book. Where did you go to publish your book, and does it take a long time? So, the thing with me is I kind of got lucky because I already built up a YouTube channel. It was much easier for me to speak to a publisher and say, hey, I'm a YouTuber. There's, this many people that watch me. The chances of, some of them buying a book is higher than if I just wrote a story and no one knows who I am. So I kind of did it from a non-traditional route. If you're just writing stories, I'm assuming you're quite young. I mean, not really young, but I'm assuming you're probably still in education in some ways. So I would just focus on writing. Just focus on writing and writing and writing. Writing as many stories as you can. You don't have to worry about getting them published yet, but you could kind of build up a collection of them, and then when you approach a publisher, you can say, hey, like I've written these 20 books over the last 5 years, and it kind of just people can see your work ethic then, and then they can look across your whole catalog, and the chances of you taking one book to a publisher and them saying, yes, I'm going to publish it, is probably quite slim. I'm sure if you look up the stats, it's quite difficult. But if you say, hey, I got 20 books, do you like any of them? The chances of them liking one or liking a few of them is just much higher. So in terms of how to get in contact with a publisher and things, then I'm probably not the person to ask about that, because I don't really know about it. I was approached by the publisher, so I didn't actually reach out. So the only other thing I'd say is be careful signing a book deal, because make sure you have someone to read through the contract, because I know that there's a lot of people that they'll write a book and they'll get into a deal and it will turn out that they don't have as much control as they liked, or maybe the publisher gets much more money than the author does. So just be careful signing anything. Getting published isn't the end all in that situation, especially as you can probably self-publish and do it online as well, on the Kindle or whatever. So that's another opportunity. Anyway, moving on. This one is from Jamie Dodger, and they say, can you play GTA 5 but do it in a family-friendly way? So that's another question I get asked a lot about, playing games like GTA or Call of Duty or, I don't know, Happy Wheels, but trying to make them child-friendly. The thing is I kind of draw the line at what the game is. I'm sure there is a video I could make in GTA 5, and within that video, everything is, pretty safe. But the fact is I'm still playing GTA 5, and the fact that I'm playing it, I'm kind of having an influence on the people watching it and kind of advertising the game. So even if my videos are fine, I'm still promoting a game to an audience, that might not be, might not supposed to be playing the game. So that's kind of the reason why I do kind of draw the line on what the games are necessarily than just what the videos are. There's a lot of people that say, hey, I'm family friendly, I don't use curse words. And I think that being family friendly means a lot more than that. But it's different for other YouTubers. Some YouTubers draw the line, in different places, and kind of what they consider to be family friendly is different to me, or there's different levels of family friendly. So it's kind of up to the YouTuber, but that's kind of where I've drawn the line. So sadly, no GTA 5 videos from me. This one is from Jenny. And they say, is it annoying to wear headphones with glasses on? Quite a specific question there from Jenny. So I just hate wearing headphones anyway. Like, having glasses on doesn't really make a difference for me, but I hate having headphones on. Like, anytime I can avoid wearing headphones, I can. So normally what I'm doing anytime I'm about to record is, like, we'll be chatting for ages and ages, setting up the video, and then I only put the headphones on the second I'm about to record, and then just take them off immediately. Like, I just hate wearing headphones in general, whether they're over-ear ones or in-ear ones. I just hate having headphones on. So yeah, I don't like wearing headphones, but having glasses doesn't really affect it. And I don't even always wear my glasses. I don't need glasses on all the time. I kind of just prefer them. I like, it's kind of like seeing the world in HD or SD to me, like standard definition or high definition. I just kind of prefer having the glasses on, but I don't need them on all the time. This one's from Ryan Lee, and he asks, what is your favorite Pokemon of all time? Squirtle. Quick answer to that one. This is from Blue Dino Plays, and they say, I have a question. If you finished your Lovely World, Building Time, 20 Block Challenge, and all of the other Minecraft series, would you still be playing Minecraft? And so that's something else I get asked a lot is, do I play Minecraft for fun when I'm not recording? And the flat answer to that is no. I mean, I do sometimes, but I try not to. And that isn't saying that I don't enjoy Minecraft anymore. All it is the way I like to play Minecraft is making videos in it. And I still love doing that. You know, there's some people that only build in creative but don't do survival, or vice versa. There's some people that like Redstone. There's some people that just like exploring and doing dungeons and battling the Ender Dragon. But for me, the way I like to play Minecraft is making videos in it. And that's from the very beginning. That has never changed. That's from when I started. My first ever time playing Minecraft was making a video in it. It was my first episode of My Lovely World. And that's always, like, Minecraft to me is as much a video making tool as it is just a game. And there have been times when I've played it not recording, but generally my favorite way to play Minecraft is to record myself playing it. So I still do enjoy playing Minecraft, but I rarely ever play it when I'm not recording. Also, I don't want to, because I look forward to recording so much because I don't play it. Like, if I was playing Minecraft for 3 hours and then went to record, like, it's not the same as not playing Minecraft and then looking forward to doing it in the video. So that's kind of where, you know, I am with that situation. Sorry for the weird cut then. The next question, I didn't realize at the end of the comment, it says, please don't say my name. And I started it by saying their name. So this is from a mystery person. You'll know who it is if you left the comment. But they say, do you get tired of people asking you about personal things like your love life or family life? So thank you for your question, mystery person. I don't get fed up with it. Like, I mean, I've got quite used to just answering, saying, you know, like, I just don't talk about personal things. And I think a lot of people just know that, like, without me even saying it, just by seeing what I post on Twitter or what I have in my videos, I think people can just tell that I've decided to keep my personal life and YouTube life, you know, as kind of separate as I can, you know, despite, you know, recording myself every day and uploading it to YouTube. So I don't get fed up about it, because, like, what happens is, people get expectations from what a YouTuber should do. There's a lot of kind of trends or just ways that YouTubers act, and a lot of people then assume that you should, you know, whether it's, you know, a lot of YouTubers go to events, so people assume that you should go to events, or a lot of, you know, YouTubers now are, I don't know, releasing a book, so they expect other people to do, you know, there's a lot of things that people just expect from YouTube. And I think a lot of that is the way that people talk about their personal lives. A lot of YouTubers have decided to be, you know, very open with their audience and kind of talk about a lot of aspects of their life. And so I think a lot of people expect that all YouTubers should be that. And I've even had people saying that, you know, I'm fake on YouTube because I don't talk about that stuff, you know, whereas, you know, I'm at the standpoint of, you know, I like making videos and I upload them, and that's kind of where, you know, that's kind of where I want it to end for me, rather than me talking about everything that I'm up to. That's why I don't vlog very regularly, and when I do vlog, it's when I'm traveling rather than, you know, my day-to-day life at home. So I don't get annoyed about it, but, you know, it's just something, sometimes people kind of find it hard to realize why I've decided to do that. This next one is from Olivia, and she says, have you completed your life goal? I've never had a life goal. I never set goals. A lot of people live their life by setting goals, like, you know, if they are on YouTube, I want to get this many subscribers by this amount of time, or, you know, I want to get this job, or I want to win this tournament in the sport that I play, or whatever it is. A lot of people like to set goals. I've never done that. I just kind of live each day by itself, and I take the opportunities when they arise. And, you know, like, I've never ever sat down and said, right, this is what my goal is. And I think that, I don't know, I feel like that's quite a happy way to live. Like, I'm very self-motivated anyway. And I think a lot of people, so say if they're trying to lose weight, they'll say, right, I'm going to set this goal, you know, to lose this much weight by this time. And then that's how they motivate themselves. But yeah, I think I would kind of just do it. And I don't need to add the extra layer of motivation to have a goal. You know, in certain things I'm rubbish and completely unmotivated in. But in the things that I really care about, I just do it. You know, I don't need to kind of set goals. So yeah, I guess I haven't completed my life goals. And sorry, I just skipped a few. Okay, this one is from Derpy the Duck, and they say, what is better, sweets or chocolate? I'm gonna have to say chocolate. They also said M&Ms or Skittles, and I think between M&Ms and Skittles I would pick Skittles. But overall, if I could only eat chocolate or only eat like candy, then I think I'd go chocolate. I think I'd have to, all the way, definitely. Especially after Easter and how much chocolate I've been eating, I know for sure. All right, this next one is from Jenna. And they say, when you are talking to other YouTubers and not recording, do you call them by their real names or their YouTube names? Generally, it's by YouTube names. It depends in the way you met them. Like if I met someone and I know their YouTube name first, or am introduced to them as their YouTube name and then learn their real name, normally then I call them by their YouTube name. But if I meet someone and I know their real name first, then I generally speak to them as their real name. But 90% of the YouTubers that I speak to, we call each other by our YouTube names. So this next one is from Silly Sloth YouTube, and they say, does the pressure of uploading videos on YouTube get really bad? Like, have you felt so overwhelmed that you've wanted to quit? I've never felt so overwhelmed that I've wanted to quit. Like, I've never considered quitting due to being overwhelmed, but something I've spoke about in some Let's Talks recently, I've decided to cut back on the amount of videos that I'm going to be doing. Not necessarily because I feel overwhelmed, I think that might be part of it, but mainly because I want to be able to spend more time on each video. And it is kind of like sometimes the whole uploading process does become a chore, creating the thumbnail, uploading it, doing the description and that stuff. Like it doesn't take a huge amount of time, but when you're doing it, once or twice every single day for 5 years or whatever it is non-stop, then it does become a thing. At a certain point every day I think, oh, my video's just gone up, I need to check it, read the comments and things. So that side of things can be a bit of a drain, but making the videos has never kind of overwhelmed me really. But as I said, I am going to be cutting back on the amount of videos I upload just to spend more time making each individual one. So I'm pretty sure at some point soon I won't be doing daily videos. I definitely won't be doing daily Minecraft videos soon, but I think at some point I won't be doing daily videos. So that was probably gonna change for me. Like the nice thing is, I upload daily, but I don't have to. Like no one's telling me to. Like I can upload, I could not upload for a month if I wanted to. Like it's up to me. So any pressure I have is kind of pressure I've put on myself, really. Right, this next one is from Big Dream Lollipop. Do you ever read comments? Well, I'm reading a comment right now. Yeah, I do. Like I don't read them as much as I used to, just because in general, like on average, comments aren't as good as they used to. And I know that might sound mean to the people that leave comments, but I mean, you've read the comments. There's a lot of people just advertising their own channels or, scam ones, fake stampies. And, there's a lot of just rubbish, people just being mean and things in the comments. And that's always been there to some extent, but it's never been as bad as it is now. So sadly, reading through comments now is more about deleting and blocking those people, getting rid of the scammers and kind of doing cleanup work rather than, being able to read through and reply to people and kind of having a conversation. Like that still does happen, more so on some types of videos, probably more on videos on this channel, like behind the scenes videos. I get a lot more questions than I do on my main videos. So I read the comments a lot, but it's mainly just blocking lots of people rather than as pleasant an experience as it used to be. So yeah, that's the answer to that one, unfortunately. This next one is from Bubbles Hugs, and they say, why do you think aliens ignore us? I mean, we can't be the only beings in the entire of existence. Do you think they avoid us, or they just don't know we're here? Maybe they think we aren't ready. What's your opinion? Then there's a bunch of people replying saying, oh, that's a good question. Let's read some of the replies actually. So Angel the Tiger said, that's a good one. And then someone else replied saying, I agree. Scientists say statistically there are other beings, intelligent or non-intelligent. So I think that it's almost definite that there is other intelligent life out there. I think with the size of the universe, it's pretty statistically impossible that there isn't. But I just don't think that there's any in our solar system or close enough to reach us yet. Maybe that will happen one day. I just think that I don't think there's an alien race watching us at the moment. I don't think aliens have ever been to the Earth. I just think that there are other intelligent species, but they're just quite far away from us. I think that's kind of what the answer is there. But I don't know. I'm not a scientist. That's just my guess. Sorry, I know this is a long one, but I'm just going to get through the rest of the comments. I think there's like, I don't know, 8 or something left. So let's just get through the rest of these. This one's from Sarah. And she says, what breed is Alex? Alex is my dog, and she is a corgi. This one is from Pizza Buster. And Pizza Buster says, a question for your next Q&A. Did you ever feel that your YouTube success was going to drop a long time ago? Yeah, like, like, well, for starters, I didn't think I would have any YouTube success, certainly not in the way that I did. So I kind of never expected I would have success. And as soon as I did, I expected it to drop way, way, way sooner than it did. It kind of, like I have a weird graph on YouTube of doing it for so long and kind of it really kind of staying level and then it shooting up, within, really half a year and then it kind of sustaining. And then the drop happened much later than I thought and has been much more gradual. Like after my channel kind of blew up, I expected it to drop much quicker than it has done. And, I expected that at the point I am now, I'd be getting way less views than I do. But, really my views are still pretty good at the moment. But, I think they are going to continue to drop before they do go back up again. I'm just kind of trying to work out at what point are they going to completely, level out, at what, where am I going to end up is the thing that I don't know, but I did expect that they were going to drop, but I expected they were going to drop much sooner than they have. This next one is from Dora. And she says, Stampy, if you ever got a chance to direct or work on a good or successful movie or animated movie, and you had to give up YouTube for a year, all because of the movie, would you accept the chance? So, I mean, that's a hard one because you say a successful film or a successful movie, and when I would be making it, I wouldn't know if it was going to be successful at the time. Like, no one ever says, right, this movie is going to be successful. Do you want to direct it? Because no one knows if it's going to be successful. So it's kind of a bit of an impossible situation. I think I'd have to take the opportunity. Like, because it's only 1 year. I mean, in all realisticness, like if I was to get that position, I would still be able to do YouTube a bit. Nowhere near as much as I would now, but it wouldn't be like radio silence. I could stockpile a bunch of videos and upload them throughout the year and kind of on weekends maybe do like a few extra videos possibly. So it is kind of an impossible situation, but I think I'd have to take it. There's no way a video, if a video maker's offered to make a feature film, you don't say no to that. No one says no to that. So yeah, I think I would have to take that opportunity. All right, this next one's from Isaac, and he says, "Hello, Stampy. I wonder," reference to Wonder Quest, "do you have any vlog planned? I missed it when you used to do vlog videos, travel, special events, or anything like that." So the reason I haven't done much vlogging recently is I've tried to cut down on how much traveling, and the traveling that I have been doing has been mainly just completely social traveling. Like I haven't been going to many events or doing anything along those lines recently, so there's not been many opportunities to vlog. And when I have been traveling or doing things, it's kind of been things with friends and family, and I don't want to be putting a camera in their face. Like I'm very self-conscious when I'm vlogging to not ruin the experience. If we're doing something cool and there's a group of us, like sometimes bringing out a camera can kind of ruin the mood because everyone's suddenly very conscious there's a camera there. So that's kind of the reason I haven't been vlogging. And as I said about earlier, I have no plans to do any vlogs at home. So, vlogs will continue. I'm sure next event that comes up or, next time I'm kind of traveling, doing something related to Stampy, I probably will vlog that. But yeah, I just haven't really been traveling much, really. This next one is from Kitten Cat. Is it difficult to go to the shops or movies being you? And if so, how do you deal with it? I wouldn't say it's difficult. So it's got to a point now where if we are going to the shops or going to the movie, the chances are we will be recognized, at least a couple times. It used to be like once a week we'd be recognized. Now, pretty much every time we go out, especially if it's Squishy and me together, and like we're chatting, because the thing is, when I'm by myself, I don't get spotted too much. But when I'm with someone else and we're talking and joking and I'm laughing, that's kind of when I get recognized a lot more. So it's something that we're conscious of. Like generally we go shopping much like we won't go shopping when school has just ended. Generally we normally go shopping kind of later in the evening, and when we go to the films, we generally go to later night films. There's only probably been 2 or 3 occasions where I've felt really uncomfortable, and that's been a case where it's kind of become like a small crowd. Like say like we went bowling one time and we were in the arcade, of course, and there was like a party or something, and it was a big group and we were surrounded, and we kind of felt out of control of that situation and we had to kind of sneak away. But those opportunities are so rare. Like I love it. I love getting spotted, and I often have a picture with people and you can see that they're excited and I get excited. Like it's generally a good thing. So it's not a downside really. It is just something that I bear in mind. The worst thing is when like I'm walking down the road and I can see that there's someone that they've kind of spotted me, but they haven't approached me, but I can kind of sense that I'm being watched. Or, you know, there'll be times that, you say, if I'm in a restaurant eating and I can see that there's someone that's noticed me, and I'll see them with their phone trying to sneakily take a picture of me, you know, and then they think I haven't noticed them, but I have. And then, you know, I'm sitting there like, God, don't get food around my mouth. You know, I'm trying to be very, you know, I'm just very self-conscious at that point. So that's kind of the worst time. But someone kind of just coming up to me and just like saying hello, like that's totally fine. Like that's not been a problem. Is there going to be a Lovely World 2? Like, if not, what will replace it? Like, I think that Lovely World is going to be my final Minecraft series. I think once I've stopped everything else in Minecraft, my Lovely World will be the thing that continues for longer. So there will never be a Lovely World 2. I don't know, maybe that I'll go back on that, and people will point to this and say, hey, you said there won't be one, but I'm almost certain there won't be another Lovely World or a replacement to Lovely World. Mr. Marshmallow says, when do you reckon you and Squishy will stop twins? By the way, I love you and Squishy. Thank you, Mr. Marshmallow. It's up to Squishy. So the way it works is everyone's series on their own channels. They're in control. So, you know, Squid didn't have any real say in when I ended Quest. I won't have any real say in when Squishy decides to end Twins. The way it works is if the series is on your channel, even if it has someone else in, you know, the person whose channel it's for is kind of in charge. Of course, you can discuss things and say what you would prefer to do, but it's really up to the person whose channel it's on. So it's up to Squishy. We don't plan to end it soon, I don't think, so that's good. This one is from Lynn Moore, and she says, I put this question to you on Twitter, but it got lost. I'm a primary school teacher and writing a blog post about your work at the moment. You're really influential to primary school children. My question is, what are the most important things to learn at school? I'd really like to know what you think, Lynn. Hopefully I'm not too late and you haven't written the blog post yet. The most important things to learn at school. So I think the most important thing you can get out from school is deciding what you want to do when you leave school. Like, if you can do as many different things while you're at school and you can discover what you want to do when you leave school, so you know exactly what it is when you leave school, I think that is a really valuable thing. In terms of specific subjects, I think English or whatever your main languages that you learn at school is always going to be important no matter what you do. Obviously things like maths and science are very important, but there's a chance you might get into a situation where you don't need them, very regularly, but it's going to be very unlikely you're going to find a job where you don't need any writing or, language skills. So I think that is a definite thing. And just to use it as an opportunity to work out what it is you're interested in. And I just realized I've kind of just gone out of focus. So wait 1 second. Let me kind of see if I can. Sorry that the camera went out of focus then. I think the camera just basically fell asleep because this video's gone on for so long. I just feel mean because I know that I'm not going to get through every, the video had hundreds of comments. I think it had thousands of questions on it. So I know I'm not going to get through them all, but I'd feel bad for the people that I kind of saved their questions if I didn't get through them all. So I'm just going to keep going. Hopefully I'm in focus okay now. I kind of just did it manually because the automatic focus was going a bit crazy, but I'm sure it's okay. Right, so this next one is from Amelia. And she says, are you planning on doing any more Halo videos? Do you still play and enjoy Halo? Yes, I still do play Halo. Sadly, not planning on doing any more Halo videos, but I enjoy playing it. So if any of you play it as well, then maybe I'll see you online, possibly. This next one is from Gingy. And they say, did you or any of your friends ever get bullied or teased about something at school? I was quite lucky. I never really got bullied or teased, beyond the standard people making fun of each other at school. I think I was quite lucky because I was quite silly, and I think I had quite a funny group, and we were quite a big group of friends, and we were quite jokey, and we never really upset anyone. We kind of just kept ourselves to ourselves. So because of that, we were all pretty much just left alone. So yeah, none of my friends were really teased or me. So I kind of just put that down to us just being a good group of friends and kind of just, staying out of, the bullies' way, really. And then, this is the last question. And it's from Varanda Palmer. And they say, pizza or taco? Which is a tough one, which is a really tough question for me. I don't even know what my answer is. I'm going to leave it. I think I'm not going to answer that one. I don't know if I prefer a pizza or a taco. So that is where I'm going to end it by not answering your question. So sorry about that. Anyway, that is the end of this Q&A. Thank you so much for watching it to the end. I don't even know how long this has gone on for, but I know it's a very long time. So if you got to this point, you have a very good attention span. I don't know when I'm going to do one of these again. Feel free to leave any other questions you have in the comments, and next time I do one, I'll probably just steal some of the comments from from this video. If there is anything else you want to ask me, it'll probably be a while until I do another one though, because I feel like I got through a lot of questions in this one. There will be more just standard Let's Talks coming out in the future though, plenty more behind the scenes videos as well, so stay tuned for all of them. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!